Hey guys, Deb here from Coastal Ridge Love. So for this week's video, I am going to be redoing this piece. You may remember it. It's been on Marketplace for weeks and weeks, and I'm not really getting any interest. I mean, I love it, and you guys loved it, but Marketplace dictates, I suppose, and it didn't sell. So I had already started taking these off. And then I remembered I should be filming it because I have to make a video. So this one, I'm going to remove these, sand them back down. I'm going to keep this wood here. I might lighten it and then choose something else for instead of the green. I would have loved to have kept this in my own house, but I just don't have the room, and it is so heavy. And I've got a 2-story house and I didn't want to carry it upstairs. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to be using my scraper just to get off this varnish, and then I'll go back over it with a finer grit. It's gumming up my sandpaper, so I've just gone through and scraped off what I can, or most of it, just so it doesn't clog up my sandpaper too much, make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to be sanding off all that other finish and lightening it. I'm actually thinking about matching my coffee table that I did a couple of weeks ago to this, and keeping this as well. So, but I could change my mind, we don't know yet. Okay, so I'm going to start priming now. So I have taped off the wood parts. Please excuse this video. I haven't had time to go to the shops and buy a new stand for my phone to take proper videos. So I'm trying to like prop it up against stuff, and it's ruining my vibe. But anyway, I've got my Millie Adhesive Bond Boutique Primer roller. So I'm going to roll over the top of this green. So I'm going to roll over the top of this. As you can see, I did tape off. Roll over that. I'm going to give a couple of coats to the front of those drawer fronts. That were the ones that had the feature in it. And of course these ones. So yeah, here goes. Okay, so I've done 2 coats of the Millie Boutique primer and adhesive bond on all of the drawers, the tops and the sides, and there's little bits down the front. I'm just going to go over it with some 400 grit sandpaper just to get off any like bumps off the top left from the primer and the roller, and then we're going to start painting. Okay, so I'm just about to start my stone tiles on the side. So I went to a few Kmarts over the last couple of days, and I finally found some. They sold out at a lot of places. So I'm going to do the tiles on the side again, on both sides. I've had a lot of questions in regard to it, so that's why I am doing it again. Also to match in with my coffee table, because I'm going to be keeping them both and putting them in my rumpus room. I took off the tape last night, and I will be using whitewash as I did with the coffee table, and then going over the top of it with my washed away stain Millie's driftwood. And yeah, so I got another two packets of the tiles, and I've got some spares up there, so hopefully I've got enough for this whole project, but I'm about to find out. So I'm going to try a bit of a different technique this time. Henry and Elizabeth. Okay, so this time the whole process took me almost an hour. But I've just put it out in the sun. Hopefully it's going to dry and set, and then I can do my grout. It's been a lot better process this time, so fingers crossed for me, guys. Okay, new start to a new day. This time I sort of know what I'm in for, so I've come outside and some gloves on, mixed up my grout, and I'm ready to grout over the top of this. So I realised I did this live in the last video, but it was sort of I feel like I can cut some time off at this time and just get straight into it. So I've mixed my grout up. Okay, so today we are going to be adding the stain over the top of the whitewash, just as we did with the coffee table. So I've got my washed away stain by Kmart and Millie in Driftwood, and I'm going to go over the whitewash. I did go over it with a 400 grit sandpaper, but yeah, I'm just going to dampen the sponge a bit. Okay, so it's finally time to top coat. The top coat, I will be using my Millie Boutique top coat and with this in the satin finish. I'm going to be using just my Bunnings sponge. You can get like a pack of 10 for like a couple of bucks, but anyway, not exactly a couple of bucks. But yes, I'm going to be sealing the whole thing with a few coats of this, and then finally it's going to be ready to stage. It seems to have taken a long time, so here goes. Just get a little bit on your sponge. Yeah. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this flip. So if you remember, this one was done to match the coffee table I did a few weeks ago. I really enjoyed the process, but it did take such a long time. So this video, the point of it was to see if we could knock some time off the process of doing the stones on the side, and I think we achieved that just by leaving them all in one solid piece. Obviously you can do it the other way if you want. It just takes a little bit longer. Yeah, so this was done for my rumpus room. Obviously I love everything about it. It's light, bright, and these handles, when I first got them I thought, when am I ever going to use those handles? They are like, I don't even know why I bought them. Lucky I did, because they match this piece perfectly. They're mismatched and they match the side of the stones, all mismatched stones. Great shapes. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. All the products used will be down in the description below as per usual. The Millie links are affiliate links, so they don't cost you money, they just help me out as a content creator, so it won't cost you a cent. All of the products used have been Millie products, obviously, except for these and the Kmart items, but yes. Thank you so much for joining me again, guys. Don't forget to check out the Millie website, and I will see you next week.